that a film that has so many strong black female characters, but you never really figure out, well, like, what happened to them. Some of them, like, all of a sudden aren't in the movie, or I don't know. I just felt like Leonardo DiCaprio is at the center of that film for sure, and I could not tell you a name of any character in that movie. I mean, it was a great movie, but at the same time, the female characters I thought got short shrift. That's my opinion. What do you think? Okay, The Secret Agent, pass. Complicated film. I'm gonna pass that one. Sentimental Value by Joachim Trier, not totally related to Lars von Trier. I guess I have some relationship, like faraway cousins. And I'll just say about that to me it seems really Shakespearean, sort of like King Lear, where the father has the daughters and the daughters are all vying for the kingship or their father's love, etc. And it creates that family dynamic. And I thought that the film did a good job of that. But then when it was over and like a day passed, I could not remember one thing that happened in that movie. And so I had to go back and watch it again. I could not remember anything that happened in it because it just, like, nothing stuck. I mean, that could be my fault, but does things stick with you in that film? And do you think that some of the relationships that the father has with his daughters sort of cross some weird boundaries? Those are my questions about that film. Sinners by Ryan Coogler, which I think is going to probably sweep the Oscars, is my guess. But it takes place in 1932 in the Jim Crow era, and it's a mashup genre where you have drama, historical fiction, race, class, horror, and it's sort of an incredible combination of all of those things. And when I first saw it, I swear to God, I had not read anything about it, and I just watched it, and I did not realize that Michael B. Jordan was playing both those roles. I actually thought those were two different actors. That's how good I think he's going to win Best Actor. Because if I could not tell the difference between them through the whole movie, I just, that is good acting. I mean, they were so different and yet it's the same guy. And they're talking to each other, but it's really just one guy talking. And obviously, the fact that they're doubled like that creates meaning in the film. Everyone's doubled. Everyone is themselves and the vampire part of themselves. And so the fact that Michael B. Jordan does both roles really adds a lot of meaning to the film as it plays out, which is really about how inherently racist our country still is, because it was founded on 400 years of free labor by Black people who were kidnapped from Africa and taken to this country, fragmented from their families, were slaves and free labor. So the entire South, all those plantations, those are all built by slaves. The White House, the state, the Capitol, like, all that was built for free. And who got all the benefit of that? The white people who are still in power are saying, why can't Black people make more money? Well, if they would have gotten paid for 400 years, they would have that money. But the white people stole that from them. And so I do not feel bad when Michael B. Jordan shoots the shit out of that KKK guy. So that was my happy ending on that film. But I also want to ask you, what do you think it had to be vampires, or do you think it could have been zombies? What's the difference, and what kind of difference would that make in the movie? Okay, Train Dreams, I'm going to pass. It's a slow, lyrical film about a guy who is just looking for work, had to leave his wife and child, and it's so slow. I mean, it's a beautiful film, but it's so masculine. It's so much about him. Even though there's all this time spent on her, it's really about him. And like, enough about the sole man who goes out, leaves his family, and becomes a man. And for what? Like, I'm getting sick of that master narrative, and that same master narrative exists in Hamnet. Like, why? I mean, let's get something original already. And the last couple are just, if I didn't have legs, I'd kick you. What does the title mean? The next one, Housemaid by Paul Fig. What does the title mean? And Song Song Blue, the one thing I wanted to say about that is that the biggest thing that's missing from that movie is that it just ends, right? But in real life, the woman, Claire Sardina, who only had one leg, that's a true accident, after the Hugh Jackman character dies, she went on for 20 years singing those Neil Diamond songs as Thunder and Lightning by herself, making money without him, after he's crying that he can't do anything without her. And they take that out of the film, making him look so noble. And yet, in real life, she had a full-on career after he died. And that's just not even in the film. And I think that is a shame. And I wonder what you think about it. Okay, that's it. I know it took a little bit longer than I thought, but there's a lot of films. And I want everybody's comments. I'm going to put the Zoom link. I will be live on Monday night, March 16th, 6:30 Mountain Time. I will send all subscribers the link to that Zoom. So subscribe. It's free. And then once we start that, I can answer any of these questions and talk about the Oscars as the show. And again, thank you for joining me, Frame by Frame, Janet Robinson at YouTube. And I'm looking forward to a live Zoom meeting on Monday night, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. Enjoy the Oscars, and I'll see you Monday night. Thank you. Bye from Janet for now. All right, bye.